We are back with TomsRiver.tv, and we are with Alexia, who's telling us about her very prestigious cookie project. And we were just hearing from Michelle, Alexia's mom, who's telling us all about the new technology that she's using to help get her project off the ground. So I want to go back to asking you a few questions about it. You were just telling me about not only have you employed all of these different technologies, but now you are going to be taping step-by-step progress?
Yeah, we'll have step-by-step progress, so the people that have donated can see the complete project from start to finish. I want them to have the experience, and we're able to share that experience with them because of these techniques. So Facebook will allow us to show the daily progress. Today I took pictures of her going to the post office. I will put those up later. We have cards from people who've been mailing in the donations. I have been uploading these so people can read them, share the complete experience. They'll be able to watch the shipping so they know that what their money has gone towards a complete activity. They will be able to see the troops or the soldiers receive the cookies.
That's amazing.
And be able to share that experience so they get it's a complete act of kindness.
So they can see from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you even putting all this together? Where did you learn how to send the stuff over? And
really, it's just a knack. It's just something I have grown to enjoy. Social media marketing is huge. No business can survive without it now. So it's using all the little techniques and putting them all together, layering them, keeping things interactive.
Okay. So is this a goal that you came up with yourself, or you added it to your troop? Does your troop have a different goal, or you're just trying to help your troop achieve their goal?
Really, our main goal was to sell 2,000 boxes
For your troop?
for our troop to have a trip, maybe have a trip to go somewhere.
Okay.
And this is something that I thought of, and I've included my whole troop with everything I've done.
How many girls have you in your troop?
13, maybe 15.
Okay. And so are they having a big success too?
Pretty sure they have.
Now that you've been on the radio, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And now on the internet and everything. What's your favorite cookie?
I have two.
Two? What are they?
Tagalongs and Thin Mints.
Mm-hmm. So the tagalongs have peanut butter?
Yes, peanut. It kind of reminds me of Reese's Pieces. That's why I like them.
So do you notice that people buy a certain kind of cookie the most?
I did notice that Thin Mints are pretty popular, and Samoas too are pretty popular.
And are people buying a certain kind to send over to the soldiers, or they're letting you pick?
Sometimes people would like a certain box sent over.
Okay.
But it's really just picking out.
And there's a new Girl Scout cookie this year, right?
Yes, there's actually two.
Okay. What are those?
Thank you very much. It's a cookie with berries in them.
Oh. And the name, that's probably perfect to send to the soldiers, right?
Yes. There was also...
Did it have caramel? Is that the other one?
What was the other name of cookie? I forgot.
I'm not sure.
It could have been the Dulce de Leche, which is a caramel one.
Wasn't the Dosey Dos?
I think those are...
Those are one of the classic ones, yes.
Those are one of the classic
But they taste brand new every time you have one.
That's right, once a year.
I do want to talk a little bit about another new thing that we will have available in March once we get the cookies. So right now, if you're ordering cookies, then you're ordering. We don't actually have the boxes until they come in March. And once they do, from what I understand, lots of troops all over Monmouth and Ocean County are selling cookies out there in front of stores and so forth. Do you have any plans to sell in front of stores once March comes? Maybe with your whole troop?
They do that. I don't usually attend those.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just don't. Probably busy.
Busy being on the radio, right?
Busy internet marketing.
Yeah, there you go. And so we have those
Yes.
in March, and something can help us learn where all those sales are happening.
Oh, absolutely. On the Girl Scouts Jersey Shore's cookie website, which is JerseyShoreGirlScoutCookies.com, we will have a link there when it gets closer to March. That will be a cookie locator, where people will be able to go in and type in their zip code, and it will locate all of the cookie locations where cookies are being sold in their area. So
Wow.
this is something that we've done locally for the past few years with great success.
Okay.
And now we're adding on to it, where to the person who's using the website, it'll work the same way. They'll type in their zip code, they'll get a list of locations and times, and they'll be able to go to wherever that may be to get cookies. The new addition really this year is kind of behind the scenes for girls and for their troop leaders,
Okay.
where they'll be able to go in and enter their locations themselves. So not only so it's pretty much a way for us to be a little more green without cutting down paper forms and having to fill up forms in our papers manually. Troop leaders will now be able to go online, put in all of their locations themselves, and then they'll appear online automatically.
Oh.
And then at the same time, if there are locations that we as a council set up that may be countywide in Monmouth and Ocean counties, then for those, we'll be able to put them in and give everyone an equal access to get the times that they would like for that by opening them up at set times and
Okay.
schedules.
So some of those locations would be like.
Well, I mean, every year's different. I know in the past we've worked with some convenience stores in the area to have like one-day sales at all the stores.
Okay.
We've worked with some area malls to have booth locations there and kind of coordinate those. Now, for those troops that are out there that schedule booth sales independently at those locations, they're still able to do that. But there are some times where businesses come to us and say, we'd like to have Girl Scouts selling cookies at our business. Will you help us in identifying girls and troops who would like to do that? And then that's someplace we can step in and kind of help them.
Oh. And I heard you say something before about cookie costumes.
Absolutely.
What is that?
We do. For some of the cookies, we do actually have costumes that girls can borrow from the council and wear. And so if you're walking down the street and see someone on the side of the road or in a mall, and you can see a girl dressed up like a Thimin or a Samoa, kind of urging you to come over and buy cookies. So it's a great way for girls who are more outgoing to kind of gain attention for their sale and draw people over. And at the same time, once they have an audience, they can then talk about why they're selling cookies and what their goal is and what they hope to learn.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. So
It is.
ask for goals and then buy double the amount. Alexia, can you tell us some of the goals you've had in years before? You said something about trips before. Were you able to go on other trips in other years because of selling cookies?
Actually, this is my first year.
This is your first year?
Yes.
Boy, you're really, really getting all your goals the first time out. I can't imagine what you're going to do next year.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to buy Girl Scout cookies, you can go to JerseyShoreGirlScoutCookies.com and you can find out a little bit more about Alexia. Can you tell us the site again?
Again, you can go to Facebook and put into the search bar Alexia Leonard Operation Cookie.
Well, Alexia, I want to thank you so much for telling us your story today. We're so proud of everything you've done. Wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
Everybody wave.
Bye!